Alright, it's BMega from Now 105.7 hanging out with Javier Colon, the voice champion.
How you doing?
How's it going, man? Is this your first time in Spokane?
It is not. I was here, let's see, I performed here. I performed at Gonzaga actually, maybe at least, I want to say like it was last year I performed for them. No, it might have been 2 years ago. For just a little college little show that I did for them. Also, I'm trying to think, I was here in '07 for, I was opening for Joss Stone.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool.
Yeah, which was awesome.
So you've been here a couple of times, actually.
Been here a couple times, yeah.
So how has life been since The Voice? I mean, it's probably kind of a whirlwind change. I mean, you've always been doing music, and like I said, here in 2007, but since The Voice, things probably have changed up a little bit for you.
Things have been, they've been crazy. It's been amazing. It's definitely been a whirlwind. Just, it's been one thing after another. Just, when the show first finished, I went right into the studio. Worked on my new album, which I'm excited that is finally out. It's called Come Through For You. So that was kind of the main focus. And then once that was done, it was a matter of getting it out there and getting it out to people, and that's what we're in the process of doing now. A
lot of talk like the reality singing competitions, and there's so many of them now, X Factor, American Idol, but there's a lot of talks about having restraints on the winners, at least, in terms of what you're contractually allowed to do. How is it for The Voice? I mean, you be able to create your own album. I mean, did you have creative freedom? What is it like for that?
I mean, you have a bit of creative freedom. You definitely can write however many songs you want to write. They definitely put you together with some great singers, some great songwriters that help you, write some great songs. When it comes down to it, it's what actually ends up making the album is where the conflict sometimes comes. It's like, oh well, they like this song better than the song that you like, and vice versa.
Does that happen for you?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always kind of some give and take in the selection process, I guess you can say. But that's part of the record business, so it's not something that was new to me. But but I still feel that we put together a really solid album. Between the songs that I really needed to make sure that were on the album, and there were some songs that they wanted to make sure that they made the album that I was okay with. So it worked out.
When coming through, and I guess going through music, because you've been through all of it. I mean, going through labels and stuff like that. What does the reality singing competition do for artists like you? I mean, did it help you? Are you in favor of it? Are you in favor of all these different shows? Do you still watch all of them?
I mean, I've always been in favor of these kinds of shows. Even before, when I had a deal on Capitol Records, and I got what I call the old-fashioned way, was just I was able to get someone's attention, and they brought me to some people and brought me in for some meetings, and that's how I got my first record deal. But even then, I still thought that back then when it was just American Idol, I thought it was a great idea, because this business is so difficult. It's so hard to get your music out there, to get yourself out there in front of people. If there's a show, if there's a way that you can be showcased, that you can get on a platform basically, and
sure.
and get people's attention, I think it's a great thing, and it's done wonders for me. I mean, I look at where I was last year and where I am now, and I would never have been visiting Spokane, doing a show. Because nobody would have come. I don't, I wouldn't have had enough fans. I mean, I came to Gonzaga because, I did, a, NACA, campus activities event that ended up having me come out there. But, other than that, I wouldn't, there's no way I would be doing a show for people to come and buy tickets, and that actually would have been, successful.
What is it like on the Voice, I guess? Do you guys really get mentored by the judges? How much relationship do you still talk to? I mean, if you're on Adam Levine's team, so how much relationship and how much credit do you give to him? Or is it literally you come in, you work with them for an hour or two in the studio, and you just kind of on your own and compete in the show?
No, but there's definitely time that there's definitely time that we work together with our coach, and then there's time that you got to work on stuff on your own, for sure. They don't have time to be with you, 8 hours in a day to try and figure out, all the nuances of the song. But, he worked with me while we were on the show, even after the show, when we're trying to pick songs for the album and stuff like that. He was there. I just text back and forth with him today. He's still very much a part of what I'm doing, which is awesome. I can't ask for any more than that.
Simon has tweeted out, and he wanted to kind of start a championship of X Factor, American Idol, The Voice, and you kind of tweeted back at him and said you were down. Kind of elaborate on what you thought that show would be like.
I mean, I don't think it'll ever happen.
Sure.
But I would be down. I think it would be awesome to have like a 2-day or a 3-day competition where, like, you know, the first night, you know, you go out and you see, like, everybody sings their audition song that they sing on their, you know, respective show, and then the second night is, you know, you sing an original, something that you wrote on your own.
You like all the ideas for it.
Man, I'm saying, you know, let's make it happen. I'm ready to go.
Do you think that if you were on American Idol, like last year, since you won The Voice, do you think you could have won American Idol?
I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, I would like to think that I would have had a chance. You know, I'd like to think that I would have been there, you know, at some point in the competition with them. I mean, you just never know. I mean, I know some great singers that, you know, I would bet my life on, that are friends of mine that have auditioned for Idol or for other shows and haven't gotten through. You know, so I think everything happens for a reason. You know, I mean, you know, would it have gone the exact same way, you know, on another show? You know, probably not. Just because, you know, things are supposed to happen, you know, the way they happen. You know, so is it possible? You know, sure, but you know, nothing surprises me in you know, TV, you know, reality TV world, because you just never know what's gonna happen.
Do you think Simon would be a good judge or like his coach on like The Voice, like terms of mentoring someone?
You know, Simon doesn't sing, but he knows what he wants to hear. So from a record executive perspective, he'll probably have some great things to tell someone, but he can't technically tell you how to sing something.
Is it hard for you to get coached by someone like that? Is it like, because like there's so many coaches like in basketball or football that have never played. So is it hard from someone who like Simon to tell you what you're doing or to help you and guide you when he hasn't sang before? Is it hard for you to listen to someone like that?
It depends on the advice. If he's telling you that you have the wrong song choice, then that's advice you can take his word on. If he's telling you to sing something differently, then you know, it just depends on what the advice is. So if he's giving me singing advice, you know, I probably wouldn't take it. If he's giving me business advice, absolutely would listen.
Sure, yeah. What can you expect for like your newest album that you worked really hard on? What can we expect to hear from it? Is it going to be more ballady? Is it going to be a little bit more poppy?
There's a little bit of everything. There's some pop moments, there's some ballad moments, there's some R&B moments. There's even a bit of you know, of a song that I kind of wrote in a country vibe that kind of tells a story like a country song does. So there's a little bit of something for everyone. Just yeah, I kind of wanted to make it, and I kind of wanted to make it where someone could take, you know, something from this album from whatever walk of life they're from. And honestly, that's, you know, I love all that stuff. So it makes for, you know, a record that I would, you know, say is definitely me.
Perfect. Well, have a good time, man. Javier Colon, the winner of the champion of The Voice, man. Nice chatting with you, man.
Thank you, man. Good to see you.
Yeah.